Hello, DuelScreen here, and I have something new for you today. This is a wheat farm. Well, I guess it's a wheat farm, carrot farm, and potato farm, but it is my own design. I've never seen anyone online make a farm exactly like this one. And the cool factor about this one is that there is a single water block. Hold on while I try and do the little ladder thing. Kind of hard when you're flying. There we go. The cool thing about this design is that there's a single water source block, and the water source block for this layer, which is hydrating the farmland so these crops grow faster, is also the block of water that will be used to flush all of the crops on the layer underneath. So it's a pretty efficient use of the water blocks. So how does this farm work? Most people know that water will hydrate the soil. Most people know that it'll go about 4 blocks away, but it does this in the shape of a square. So the most efficient space for crops is a 9x9 with a water source block in the middle. And so I've got 3 layers of this here. And there's a very simple redstone. So I got a single switch down there. And let me show you one of the layers. You actually do have to build this on top, and I don't want to mess up my crops again. I wish the ladder thing was a little bit better. Come on, I need down there. Okay, didn't break the carrots, yay. Right underneath us here, there's the water block with a cap with glass. Above it directly is water, also with glass underneath. And we just got a little redstone torch tower there connecting up these pistons. And so when I flip that switch, that water will go down to the glass block underneath and flush everything out. Now, it doesn't look like this is a very efficient design, but it is if you follow one rule. The rule is you must replant after you harvest. So let me show you what I mean by that. When the water comes down and flushes all the items, they come to 8 points, and up there they're kind of spilling out, or it might be some graphical glitches, but they come to 8 points. The corners and then the midpoints, right over there, you can see the water. So you actually have to walk around and collect your items. But if you're replanting while you're harvesting, that's actually not that big of a deal because you'll pick it up as you walk around, going around it. So let me do the potato layer here. So potato, this layer, and as you go around replanting it, you're going to pick up all the drops. So it's not that big of a deal. There is one thing about this farm, and I'll show you how to make it here in just a moment, and that is an efficiency issue. The efficiency issue I didn't even know about. I've been playing this game for years, and I was not aware of the efficiency issue. Am I full? Just about full. The efficiency issue comes with trying to grow crops like this, en masse. There is something in the game code where you need to plant crops in rows for maximum growing times. So the way to adjust this design for that is to simply grow things in rows. Even though it's a 9x9, do them in rows, and this still works with the game code, and you don't really have that issue. So what do I mean? I mean, this row is potatoes, this row is carrots. If I can get them all grown in, you can see them. And then here's another row of something other than potatoes. And if you do this, you increase your growing times. And this was something I learned only recently. Zasuma Void created a video on growing crops in rows versus a large area like this. One of his myth-busting series, and it is true. Growing crops in rows is faster. So how do you build this thing? Well, I've got some layers here. So here's one layer. This is a 9x9 of farmland with a water block in the middle. And that music is slightly, let's turn that down. Let's just turn it off. I like the Minecraft music, but not right now. So 9x9 of farmland, water block in the middle, and then whatever you want around the edge. I use the acacia wood. I think it looks good. Next layer, you need to build some kind of a 7-block wide, more or less border to prevent the water from spilling out. On the corners here, you put in the ladders, and you need a redstone torch, and you'll need to cap the water. I prefer a full solid block there rather than a half slab, but that's up to you. Next layer up is just 1 block on top of our torch. Next layer up above that. Didn't I turn off the music? That's got to be a bug. Yeah, music is off. Yep, that's a bug. Okay. Torch here, piston, redstone block, piston, glass block, or whatever block you would like, and then 3 of the same kind of block you're decorating it with. And then the last layer, another block, and then surround your glass block here with dirt that will eventually get turned into farmland, and then this water source can be a new layer, and that is 1 layer. So very, very easy to build, not too big on the resources. The yield for the crops is fairly good. 9x9 minus 1 is 80. The redstone is really easy. In fact, let me show you something I learned about the redstone that I didn't know. I just put my switch here. It can be anywhere you want, but underneath this block is redstone dust, but that is a redstone wire, and this is what I discovered. This is farmland. Farmland is like glowstone or a slab in that it allows the redstone to behave like a wire even though you've got a block here. The redstone connects like a wire, which is pretty cool. Did not know it did that. So run your redstone wire over here, and basically we're at the bottom of our torch tower. So you need 1 repeater. You don't need that block. 1 repeater to go into this block and start your redstone tower. And this is so that the pistons are in the extended position, which is closing off the water. I suggest you put in the water last, otherwise you're going to just have to deal with flooding and such like that when you're building this thing. But that's it. It works very good. It is extendable. Each layer is 4 blocks, so the redstone works really nice. This layer underneath the dirt can be anything that you want. You can actually even leave it out. You don't actually even need it. But I go ahead and fill it in. I put glowstone at the corners of the 7x7 around the center block, so 1 block in from the middle. I put glowstone, or you do jack-o'-lanterns, whatever, there, and just to make it look pretty. You can use whatever block you want as the decoration block. Again, I used acacia, and I use these upside down stairs to give a little depth and dimension. It gives you a nice little shadow effect too. So there you have it. That is my wheat farm and carrot farm and potato farm, and enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.